Now that my first impressions video is out of the way, I can finally go on and dig a little bit more deep in some topics that I wanted to discuss, which I already knew ahead of time were going to get worse and worse. That's why I stopped, playing the game so early to make my first impressions, because I wanted it to be my first impression, because I knew right there and then, the more I played the game, the more I was going to find things that were going to really aggravate me, and then my first impressions video would be not my first impressions anymore. But while I go through this whole commentary with you guys, I want you all to keep this in the back of your mind. I have not consistently played a Call of Duty game on the console for about 5+ years. The last game I played was Infinite Warfare. And in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare, I gotta say, my KDs were pretty decent. I believe in Black Ops 3 I held a 4-point-something KD in that game, and in Infinite Warfare, I forget, it was either a 5 or 6, or something of that sort. So I do understand that, according to my past skill bracket, I should be placed in pretty high skill-based matchmaking lobbies. But this is how broken their system is in Call of Duty games. Not just Vanguard, but all of them at this point. It started off with Modern Warfare. I'm telling you guys, before that, with Black Ops 4, I never had this issue at all. But once Modern Warfare dropped, and then Black Ops Cold War dropped, and here we are with Vanguard, once they got that new patent in place, the skill-based matchmaking has been horrendous to the point where I don't even want to play. And it's even present in a freaking alpha. A alpha. This isn't the beta. This isn't the 6v6 experience. This is a build of the game that they put out so we can look at it, observe it, try out new features, and give feedback about the game to fix problems, not to compete. But back to what I was saying. We're going to get all into those details later in the commentary. 5 years of not touching console. For some reason, the skill-based matchmaking bracket is putting me in lobbies that I would think that I would see back in my Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare days. Back when I was consistently playing with a console, and I knew how to use it properly and take advantage of how to play. But being gone for 4 to 5 years and strictly playing on a mouse and keyboard truly messes with you. I mean, even after the first year, I could not go back on a controller and feel comfortable anymore. So about 4 years later, the Black Ops Cold War beta drops. And if you guys remember, if you've been with me for a while, I did play the Black Ops Cold War beta. I downloaded it on my PlayStation, I gave it a shot. And I was awful. I was awful. My aim was disgusting, my stats were disgusting, it's whatever. At the end of the day, the only reason I was downloading it and playing it was for this exact reason right here, to make content about it, critique it, give feedback and stuff of that sort. That's why I went ahead and played it on the PlayStation. Again, stupidly sweaty lobbies. I got completely destroyed every single second that I played in the Black Ops Cold War beta. I had a few good moments, but at the end of the day, like I said, I wasn't used to the controller, so I was just hoping and praying that the skill-based matchmaker would finally kick in and say, oh my god, he hasn't touched his console for years. Maybe we should give him with other people who haven't touched their consoles for years. But they never cut me any slack during the Black Ops Cold War beta. None. It was the sweatiest freaking experience. It was god-awful. But I stopped and thought to myself, the last time I did play on console was during Infinite Warfare. So it's probably using the same exact stats, right? So, maybe they'll, readjust for the next game or something of that sort, and they'll see that I'm not truly a good console player anymore. So I wait a year. I don't touch, anything on Black Ops Cold War, including console. Obviously, I play on PC, so I went and played it on PC for the full year. And I come back again for Vanguard, thinking to myself, it's been over 5 years, I believe, since Infinite Warfare to Vanguard. And also, last time I played on console, which was Black Ops Cold War, I got completely stomped. So there's no possible way that they're going to put me up against, FaZe Clan and Optic members when I can barely even use the sticks on the controller. But little do I know that this whole alpha was littered with the thickest skill-based matchmaking I have ever seen in my whole life. And I understand a lot of the sweaty players are going to be playing this alpha because this is the first experience that we can get with the new Call of Duty game. And typically that's when a lot of the sweaty players, a lot of the tryhards, want to go ahead and play the game. But this alpha is free to play on the PlayStation Network. You don't even need PlayStation Plus to go ahead and play the Call of Duty Vanguard alpha. Completely free. And I'm sure hundreds of thousands of individuals went ahead and downloaded it. So where are these people at? Where are these individuals who are supposed to be at my skill bracket playing? But to be honest with you guys, that is all besides the point. Because it gets a lot worse than just the skill-based matchmaking ruining, the fun part of the experience. Again, this is supposed to be a build to help us critique and fix the issues of Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm being serious, I truly could not give any feedback about this game. Yes, there are a few things I can, obviously tell with audio issues and visual issues that are in this game. But down to its core, You can't experiment. You can't try out new methods. You can't go ahead and try out new weapons. You can't try anything. Because a meta has already been established within the first hour of the game, and all the sweat lords are using it. And since the skill-based matchmaking is so freaking thick in this alpha, that's all I'm finding. Maybe it's because I know how to slide cancel or something of that sort. I don't know, because I know movement is a massive key to the skill-based matchmaking as well. But for some reason, I can't find anybody else who's just trying to experiment, look around, and see what this game is all about and try to fix and resolve problems. I did not download this alpha to compete. I truly did not. If I want to compete, I'm going to get the full edition of the game to compete in that, and also when the 6v6 side is out, then I'll actually critique it a little bit more. You have to keep in mind, this is a brand new style of game mode coming into this game, and it's the first thing that they're adding in as well, so to be able to even judge this game off of anything in this mode is just not going to happen. We have to wait until the full 6v6 version of the game comes out to see all the cheese that's in the game, all the problems, if there is going to be bad map designs, how they're handling like dead silence for example, and all these different problems we have to wait to see in 6v6. In my personal opinion, this alpha was put out so we can find the core glitches and bugs, so when the 6v6 version does come out for the rest of the players on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, it will be more playable and it won't be in the same alpha state. At this point, I guess it's whatever. We got our hands on, we saw what the game looks like, we got gameplay for it, I got plenty of footage to last a little while, even though I don't really want to use it because, like I said, I'm pretty bad on console, but every once in a while I might throw it up for you guys on screen. We got to witness some of the things. We found a bunch of bugs and glitches, which I might actually put through a list of things I found in this game that could be resolved. Constructive criticism, obviously. But seriously, the biggest problem in this whole alpha for me personally was the skill-based matchmaking. Like, seriously. I don't know if it's Sledgehammer Games, so I'm just going to go to Activision instead of Sledgehammer, because I know Sledgehammer's just trying to, fix things around, and they're being very good with the community as well over on Twitter, answering a lot of problems, telling us what they're changing, what they're fixing. It's really nice to see, but Activision, when you put out an alpha or a beta and stuff like that, and you want your players to give you feedback for your game to help you improve it, you don't want it to be a competition. You don't want every game to be a tournament, because instead of us being able to fine-tune and pick out the problems of the game, we're too zoned in and focused on trying to win, compete, when in reality we should be looking for problems to polish off the game so it doesn't release in the future for a full $60 price tag, a completely broken mess. And I'm not in any type of way trying to say that competitive play is bad for finding problems within the game, because it's a very beneficial way. When you're playing competitively, when something really bad happens, or something that's due to the game being glitchy or buggy kills you off your streak or loses you around when you're trying to win, it'll piss you off, and it'll also expose problems in the game that will, definitely give a benefit to the other team, which should be resolved. But with that mindset, you can only cover so much of the title. I think it would have been much more better if skill-based matchmaking was tuned completely down. Not 24/7 competition, not everybody in your lobby being the exact same skill level as you, but a nice mix. Something like if you're going in a server browser, for Battlefield for example, you just plop yourself into a game, bam, you just get put on a random team. Sometimes you get your butt whooped, sometimes you win, but at the end of the day, it's not a 24/7 competition. And I know there's going to be people out there saying, JB, just get good at the game, but like I said, I'm not trying to get good at the alpha. I'm just trying to help out the developers solve all the problems within this game. So on day one, we can compete and we can have these league play matches and stuff like that with a polished game instead of a, alpha part 5. But already from the alpha, I can tell you guys that the skill-based matchmaking in the casual portion of Call of Duty Vanguard, at least, is going to be disgusting this year. Me personally, I don't even think I'm going to be playing casual. More than likely, if I do play Call of Duty this year, it's going to be in league play. And every once in a while, on the occasion, I will hop into casual so I can make commentaries and, tell you guys how the progress of casual is going. But if I do anything with this game, if I put any sort of time into it, it's going into league play. Because at least in league play, 1, I'll get teammates who are similar skills as well, so it's an equal battle. And 2, at least I know if I'm improving or if I'm decreasing in skill. It's not just going to be me sweating every single game in a casual playlist with no indication if I'm doing good or bad. But guys, please go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below. Are you guys running into the same situation? Is every single game in the alpha pretty sweaty? Or is it pretty average for you guys? Like I said, I didn't really luck out these past couple of days, so I'm just not even going to bother for the rest of it. I'm just going to wait for the beta to give more constructive criticism and stuff like that. But for now, the alpha didn't really show me too much besides how sweaty the Call of Duty community still is till this day. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams some video games I do over on Twitch. Link that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.